Hi, it's Phil here from Revive My Ride. Welcome to the video. In this video, using a step-by-step approach, I'm going to show you how to change the exhaust camshaft sensor on the BMW S54 engine. The S54 engine was fitted into the E86 Z4m Coupe and the E85 Z4m Roadster, as well as the E46 3 Series M3. I've also done a few other videos featuring the S54 engine, so if that interests you, then maybe you should consider subscribing. Okay, so I hope you find the video informative. Time to get on with it. Okay, I'm assuming you already identified that you need to replace this sensor. Probably you've used a fault code reader to read the fault, and maybe it's a p0369 fault code, which would be the exhaust camshaft sensor. So the sensor is just down in this area of the engine, and the first part of this video is just going to be showing you what you need to remove to get access to it. So to remove the breather hose, you just squeeze the end of the fitting and then move the hose out of the way, and then remove the oil cap. Next we need to remove the engine cover. So first off, I go and just loosen off each one of the nuts. And then I'd come back and unfasten them fully. The engine cover should then lift up and slide out from underneath the strut brace. Now we need to move some wires to get access to the sensor. So first you need to clip this little wire cable here, and that allows you to move that wire out of the clip that's holding it in place. And then there's various other wires on top that you need to just lift out of the place. So these are just all held on by little metal clips, so you can easily snap them out of it and then move the wires out to one side. So you use a Torx bit to remove the screw that holds the sensor in place, which is located down here. There's just one screw that holds it in place. So I put the Torx bit onto a quarter drive socket, and then it was easy to remove using that. Once you've got the screw out, then the sensor should just pull out. Now preparing to fit the new sensor. So this is obviously what the new one looks like with a new O-ring on it. First thing you need to do is reuse the screw, so if you clean the old Loctite off with a wire brush. And I use a little bit of electrical spray just to clean it up. It doesn't have to be spotless, but good enough to accept some new Loctite, which I put on the screw in preparation. Now the O-ring needs a little bit of oil on it in order to make the sensor pop back into position more easily. Fresh oil would be best, but if you don't have any, you can just use the dipstick to get a little bit of oil to put onto the O-ring. Put that back onto the sensor. Make sure you got it pushed down properly. Now you're ready to refit it again. So it should just pop in nicely like that. And then you just have to line up the sensor so that you can get the screw back in. Then using your quarter drive socket and Torx bit, just get it tightened back into place. And it only has to be snug. So I don't use a torque setting for this. I think I'd struggle to get a torque wrench in. But don't feel like you have to over tighten it, because the Loctite will do the job. And put the clip back on for the electrical connection. Now it's just about putting the wires and cables back into place. So obviously clip it back in again. And the little rubber block clips onto the outside. And then the cables push back into all the little metal clips that hold them in place. Not forgetting to put a little cable tie back in place. It's good just to hold this firmly in place because the exhaust manifold's down there. So if the cable came out, then you might find that it burns on the little metal cover on the for the exhaust manifold. So now the engine cover is ready to go back in place. So it just pops in nicely, and you can tell when it's firmly seated because it just kind of clips back in. And then just putting all the nuts back in place again, really. So obviously there's 6 of them. I like to just tighten them. I like to put them in place first and then come back and tighten them afterwards. It's only a cover, so it's not too critical to do it in any particular order. And don't be tempted to over tighten them. You know, just again snugging them up with the socket. And one tip is, if you hold the handle of the socket quite near the middle, then you don't have as much leverage, so you're not as prone to over tightening. Don't forget the oil filler cap. And then the breather just clips back into place again.
Okay, so that's it. Thanks for watching. I hope you found the video useful. If you've got questions or comments, then please go ahead and post them below, and I'll answer if I can. Also, please consider subscribing if you found this video good, and maybe check out some of my other content.